Welcome back to the show, everybody. Coming out of build, episode 36. Evolto hunts the stars. I need y'all to do me a favor, cause I need y'all to get wicked with me. Get your chips, get your soda, get your juice boxes, get your graham crackers, your cookies or whatever. Take a seat Indian style in the circle, cause this right here is gonna be a doozy. No, it's not. No. I'm not even gonna sit up here and bring you the magical expectation that this episode was a doozy because this episode was usual Kamen Rider Bill fare. You think you've won, but then all according to Evolto's Keikaku has risen again. But no, allow me the opportunity to explain. Alright, we open our episode right where we ended. Oh no, Evolto has opened Pandora's box. The thing that should happen like in episode 40 something has happened in episode 35. So given that this happened this early at this junction, the thing that we hope would never happened. It happened. So how do we deal with this? Evolto celebrates, I done made you idiots then take a massive fucking L. Once again, I've done this to you. You've taken this L. But you can't take a massive L enough because someone's about to appear to deliver you an L. Oh, and that's Vernage, Queen of the Moon. So Evolto takes an L. She transports Sento and Pandora's box out of there and gets them out of there. The squad at Nazi's sitting there like, man, what we gonna do, man? What we gonna do? Oh, wait, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm going to reset the stage. So this is what I'm gonna do. My hand gonna glow. I'm gonna push it up towards Pandora's box, and I'm gonna put all the essences where they belong so that the main character can actually do a damn thing. Maybe. I don't know. At some point in this episode, you know what I'm saying, we had another episode of me tan the stands, and he stand really hard, and I don't know if this is borderline on funny or creepy. I am not really sure. I will get back to you on that. Oh, by the way, while we talking about me tan the stand and that boy Gentoku, former leader of the Gray Squad, aka evil Alucard. Oh, he took a massive L from me tan the stand and like, yo, you need to come work with us now. You really need to think about how hard your fucking daddy took an L for you and stop the dude who made your daddy take this massive fucking L. Oh, and then there's this nice heartwarming embrace between Masori and Sento. Like, I can reconfigure Trantor's box into a smaller box and put it into my build driver and it'll fucking kill me. So that's great. But then it's like, you need to think about all the people you leave behind. Me, Banjo the Yuga, Japanese Lois Lane. Please don't do this. I have to carry the weight of the world of this war on my shoulders because science is science and I did a thing and I was a dude and now I'm not a dude and I'm a dude so I gotta go do a dude thing. Him and me tan the stand run out and they go catch L's. Now let me sit up here and let me zoom in on this L real quick because ultimately at the end, no matter what, hashtag all according to Evolto's Keikaku is always going to win. But let's get to that hashtag, alright? They run in a battle and they sit up here, they fighting stuff. Meanwhile, while they fighting stuff, you got Japanese Big Worm has declared himself the winner of the world because earlier in this episode, Japanese Big Worm went over to Evolto, the Lord God, and was like, yo, Lord God, hey, I told you don't do that. Hey, cuz, calm down, pimp, calm down. Look, I did that for Namba, for Daddy Namba. I did that for you, baby, for you. So don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it. I got you, man. I'm going to take care of it. I'm going to do this. We all know that's bullshit. And that's okay. We all know that's bullshit because it's bullshit. Fine. Okay. Fair enough. It's bullshit. So, Japanese Big Worm has declared himself winner of the world. That, yo, we got Kamen Riders. We got full bottles and boxes. We can blow your shit up. You name it. We're Japanese superpower. Nippon Ichi, Mashir Nui's tits. Just things, just Japanese things are just happening right now while Japanese Big Worm is declaring himself leader of the free world that I'll destroy you with my nigga the Lord God Evolto because he gonna put bottles in a box and destroy your shit and you got people in America sitting here watching, man. These Japanese motherfucking people crazy as fuck. Like, they really think they're gonna destroy us with a fucking box, man? Like, look at our motherfucking president, though, man. Shout out to my Uncle D. Treasy. Regardless of that, So, because now I had to bring you to that flashback. Now I'm bringing you back into the mix. So L's are being taken all over the place, right? So in this is that me tan the stand does a thing, and I'm sitting up here thinking the whole time while me tan the stand does a thing that evil Alucard is gonna show up and be I'm with you senpai. Nah, that didn't happen. I'm with you boss. No, that didn't happen. No one cares your three homie died. They took L's because they needed to take L's to make sure that you get a proper face turn. So we trying to sit up here and work on a dude. You trying to get over the proper face turn because you know we took away everything that was great about the character. We made him evil. We killed his daddy. So all of this has to drive to something. But all that stuff you guys say is bad about Gentoku Himuro, it's stuff that I love because that's still my guy. That's still my dude. Even with the evil Alucard change and with Crocodile and Rogue and all that, that's still my nigga. So it is what it is. Face turn coming. I really thought that the face turn would have been complete by now. You really thought, Evolto killing his daddy, that'd have been enough race to be. I'm fighting on you guys' side for no other reason than this dude killed my daddy. Still not enough. Because in that fight, because now I'm just jumping back and forth at this point, Gentoku didn't even try. He just stood there. Deliver me an L, I deserve it. Oh no, robot in grease kicked me in the face and I de-transformed. And I'm just kind of like, okay, fine, whatever. I can't. I will not deal with this. Just whatever. So yeah, he never showed up. So partners in crime, they never showed up saying the TMNT song or whatever and started rider kicking robots to death. So that didn't happen. So hashtag all according to Evolto's Keikaku. Now press play on that. Okay, so we it's the fight. Sento sitting up here, they going back and forth. Sento then got the upper hand on Evolto so far, shooting him with spider webs and then using a dryer. I didn't even know that was a damn full bottle of that damn dryer. Like, I know you had a vacuum cleaner, but I didn't know you needed a dryer too. I'm like, that's kind of like weird. But then like a vacuum sucks up things and a dryer, dries your clothes. So I'm just kind of like, even in there, not the same thing. It just kind of feels weird that there's a separate full bottle for a dryer. That's just me, right? So he sits up here, shoots him with a spider web, like Spider-Man. Shoots him with the dryer, like, Dryer Man? Dryer Man sounds like a fan game Mega Man boss. If I cared enough for the fun of Googling that shit down to see if there was I'm doing this. This is super totally happening. Let me switch the scene for you. And let me bring up a thing, because you are seeing something else. And let me double check what you are seeing. You are now seeing stuff you probably shouldn't. And my camera is upside down because I didn't switch it in this frame. But I think it's kind of cool that it's upside down. So fuck it, whatever. See, this is my YouTube channel where I don't make any money. So, let's try this. Alright? Dryer Man. Okay, we typed in Dryer Man. Let's see what comes up. The best hair dryers for men. Okay, let me do something with that. MEGAMAN. Okay, let's see. There is not a Dryer Man in a fan game. Okay. I tried, right? See, it look at my camera's upside down. Because I had to do weird things. So maybe just for fun, because I don't fucking give a shit. Let's fix the thing. Let's fix that my camera is upside down and I just did this for LULs. And like, I'm going to fix the camera. So, let me see. Because if I do this, it's going to... No, actually, I don't have to do that because I can, because of the way that this program works, I can just do that and that makes me normal again. So, see, we do what it is that we does. And that's cool and whatnot. And like, you gotta love that. You know what I mean? You gotta love that. Like, straight up. So, let's bring it back to me. Let's bring it back to good old me. So we went and we Googled that shit down. It's good to know that that skit works live. That I can Google a thing, bring up the thing as Google while my camera's upside down. I can do that because, see, I don't fucking give a shit. But I do, but I don't. What's up, Zoe? What's up, Pinky? What's good? What's Squish at? What's Squish at? Because I have to focus on these things. These things are important. Where is Squishy? Squish, where you at, dog? Like, I did a video about fighting with EX Leia, and here he is. Squish Murder, live. He fell off my shoulder at the end of the last video. He gonna rock with me for the rest of it, because see, this is Kamen Rider. Still not giving a shit. Where was I? Oh, I was talking about, was there a Dryer Man in a Mega Man fan game? And the answer was no. And we were relating this to how Sento Kiryu fucking delivers and then takes fucking L's. I remember. Okay, so, let's rewind a little bit. Alright, so, Sento Kiryu versus Lord Evolto the God. And you shoot him with spider webs or whatever from Spider-Man or Spoderman or Pizza Time or whatever the fuck. And then you shoot him with a dryer full bottle, which I just heard of in this episode because I don't read enough wiki pages. I should read more wiki pages. Yes, Squish, I should read more wiki. Regardless. So Evolto sits here and take this L for fun. And he's like, well, you know what? I'm going to strain really hard. Dragon battle. Sits up here, turns into dragon. Like, yo, I just burst out of this. You know what I'm saying? Yo, this is an Arc System Works fighting game. Free burst now, and I'm just like, no, but okay, fine. You want to do the show? Go right the fuck ahead. Okay, do this. Okay, fine. So he burst out the thing, and then L's are being delivered because you can't hang with me. So let's get back to right. Bleed Clouser, get done in. Yo, blah 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 blah. Sento's like, I ain't standing for this shit no more. I'm sick of this. I'm finna make myself hella dumb invincible. Here's a brick. Let me put it in my build driver, and now this makes me mega invincible. And for a while, him and Evolto takes an L. Well, the L being that Sento Kiryu slapped another Kamen Rider so fucking hard he made him strip across a fucking lake, and I'm just kind of like, no, but yeah. Oh, but before that, when he was still in that earlier form, he was Rabbit. He sat up here and used the Rabbit wings, I guess they're called, and sat up here, wrapped them around him, and shot him into a slingshot into a fucking pillar. So I'm just like, Kamen Rider? Super totally Kamen Rider. You go, show. You do that. So, okay, Sento Kiryu has smacked Evolto, the Lord God, across the lake really hard because he used the bottle. Hashtag all according to Evolto's Keikaku. Because see, now it's like, yo, my daddy was right that if I reconfigure this thing, you do a thing. No, you're a fucking idiot. Let me punch you or put a hole through your motherfucking chest. Literal fuckingly. Like literally put a motherfucking hole in your fucking chest. So they sitting up here like, man, you put a hole in my chest, what am I gonna do? Oh wait, I'm just going to spin the build driver. Spin that motherfucker. Spin that son of a bitch. Keep spinning that motherfucker. Spin it even some fucking more because we can spin it. Squishy's falling. I'm going to stop that. I don't want him to fall twice in one day. That's fucked up. You my nigga. Anyway, spin it. Your hazard levels are going up. Yeah, and if I keep doing this, we're gonna blow each other up. You know what I'm saying? Mutually assured destruction. Bye, motherfucker. Explosion. So, you would think that the day was saved thanks to Sento Kiryu's sacrifice that he promised Masori that he wouldn't do. But if you kill the main Kamen Rider, what are you actually going to do? But I remember there had been a couple of Rider shows in recent memory that killed the main Rider for no reason to get them a damn power-up. I'm not even going to mention the name of the show that does that because that's a spoiler for like 40 episodes in. We're actually given what that episode, I think it was like episode 30 something where that happened in that particular show where the main writer died for like an episode and then it was like for some reason we did a thing to you and now you were better than before, but we don't mention that because you're too busy getting breast milk from your wife. Oops, I just spoiled what show that was. My bad. Okay, let's reestablish this thing, alright? Sento Kiryu with this dramatic sacrifice of taking part of what is that thing called? It's called Pandora's Box. See, I even forget what the hell show I'm watching. Takes the part of Pandora's Box, slaps it to his build driver, gets a hole punched in the chest really fucking hard and really fucking far. Like, if the show was really graphic, they probably would have showed Evolto's fist just going right through the back of his fucking spine and shit, like a Mortal Kombat fatality. Like fatalities that you wish were in Mortal Kombat, like back when Mortal Kombat was Mortal Kombat, but not now because never mind. Anyway, hole in chest, spin build driver a whole bunch, mutually assured destruction. Evolto is supposed to be destroyed, and so is Sento Kiryu. This is supposed to cure the war. Squish your slipping. But let me sit up here and let me put this out there. How exactly would that have stopped your magical fucking world war? Because I kind of remember, like, while you sitting up here taking L's, delivering them, then taking them and delivering them, if there's some dude named Japanese Big Worm sitting in the tower with a fucking drone, like, I rule the world now because I have a box with bottles in it that has unlimited power. Japan is a superpower. Nipponichi, my shirt knew his tits, I run the world. So please tell me how killing the thing that's not a Martian, because we also learned that. Vernon's like, we don't claim that nigga. And I was like, that's fucked up. But it's kind of true. She like one of Evolto's. I'm like, so I feel this is the perfect time to talk about this. What the hell is Evolto then, right? Like, if you telling me he's some piece of Nickelodeon gack who sits up here and destroys worlds for fun, like, you know there's going to be a movie. You know there's going to be the plot of the movie when they return. It's just going to be a big giant ass glob or whatever, and there's going to be 50 Evoltos, and it's going to be up to all the Kamen Riders to rider kick him to death. And it's just like, okay. You go, Kamen Rider. I nod my head and agree with this shit. Squishy kind of does too. Regardless of all of this. Like, I'm like, I appreciate that the show took its time for Vanash to say, fuck you, Evolto, you ain't down with us. Because all we've been thinking this whole time, Evolto was a Martian. Because it's like, I guess maybe, for real, I had my home headcanon about it. That Evolto and Vernage were once lovers or whatever, and they had a disagreement one time about what to have for dinner, and then all of a sudden, bitch, I don't want no motherfucking coleslaw, I want mashed potatoes, you bitch, and then he destroyed the Mars, and I'm just like, okay, fine. But the show's like, no, totally not. No, he's not from Mars, Vato. He would just happen to be there and put his energy in Pandora's box and then brought it to Earth, which then Vernage sat up her and stopped using the power of Masora, and that made her go to sleep for like a decade plus, and I'm just kind of like, okay, show. Yeah, do that. Regardless of this, let's go back to where we were. Remember? Fist. Hole in chest, right? That's where we are. Spinning build driver, explosions of death. The day is supposed to be saved thanks to Sento Kiryu's measure destruction. The Powerpuff Girls, because Bubbles is the bestest and she can talk to squirrels. We've solved this problem. And then I explained to you we didn't solve the problem because you still have a war because you have a psychopath under the power of a box that really isn't that useful anymore. That was just a MacGuffin for MacGuffins because, again, I didn't mention this, but I figured, hell, if we're going to talk about it, let's talk about it. Oh, the power of Pandora's box wasn't Pandora's box, it was the Evo trigger. So the show went out of its way a whole bunch for me to re-explain to do the one following thing. Everything Sento Kiryu has done with the build driver has been some copycat Evolto shit, and I'm just like, okay. I totally agree with this in every way possible. As you see me nodding my head in an agreeable fashion, I super totally agree with this plot development. I totally do not agree with this plot development. It makes sense, though. It makes sense in the way that it would make sense of understanding that, yeah, that you came up with this stuff, that you repurposed non-Martian technology, we just gonna call it Nickelodeon GAC shit, and your Nickelodeon GAC homie built the fucking driver, but y'all are a whole bunch of pieces of Nickelodeon GAC, so where the fuck are your arms in the first place to build a damn driver? Show when you gonna explain this shit to me. The answer is probably 2 episodes from now, because they probably ain't got nothing else to do. I'm just like, man, fuck it. Oh, where were we? Oh, Fist, hole in chest, Sento Kiryu, spinning bull driver, hashtag, all according to Evolto Keikaku. That's where we were. Okay. Squish, you good? No, you're slipping, homie. Just chill right there. Okay. Explosions, they have been saved. It's all over. But see, in this, Sento's meticulous plan was to lure Evolto into this, so we got Keikakus on Keikakus. It's like the Keikakus are clashing right now. Is that Evolto's Keikaku will always win, but it's good to know that every now and then Sento has a Keikaku of his own. My Squish, just calm down, homie. Calm down. Just relax. Just relax, okay? Look, this was happening. Like, we'll call it this, maybe, or it was kind of like this, but it was more like that. That's the way the show did it. I see it like this, the show is like that. That's me demonstrating Keikaku to you right now. So Keikakus are clashing at this juncture. The clashing of Keikakus. So Banjo the Yuga just somehow just like gets farted out of Evolto and just falls on the floor. It's a big explosion. Trees are on fire. Metan stands like, am I ever going to get some of this Metan pussy? And the answer is no, because you're not part of the ship or whatever, blah, blah. And now Sento hair is white. So it's like, yeah, I was right. They on some Deno shit right now. They on some Deno shit. So it would seem that the way that Evolto reacted, this wasn't according to his Keikaku, but fuck, if I'm gonna take a win off of your win, which is a loss, which is a win, and this shit is getting crazy right now, is you win, but you lose, but you win, but you lose. So who's doing the drawing here? Because this is some win, lose, or draw shit. You probably don't know what win, lose, or draw is. It was a fucking TV show back in the mid-'80s. Just go Wikipedia that shit. Regardless of that, look, Evolto wins. Sento's hair is white. He reaches into his chest. Squishy is slipping. And in this, he pulls out the rabbit Evolt driver. And I'm just like, hashtag all according to Evolto Keikaku, and I'm just like, fuck. This is that was an actual dramatic recreation of what I did. Was this just one more time so you can see it? Just like, fuck. Like, are you serious right now? Like, I knew this was the show was leading to, because it's like it made sense. So you possess what's his name, because you are nothing now. I'm like, did they ever do something with that dude's body? The answer is no. We ain't heard nothing. So let's just assume Soichi Itsurugi is dead. We'll mention him, but the whole thing of being Evolto and being that other guy who we don't forget or care about, because he was never important. Oh, his name was Bloodstock. Because remember, you used to have a hashtag. It was called hashtag Bloodstock did it, but it was also all the time Evolto's raping you from behind. Hold this fucking L, you fucking pussy ass piece of shit. So okay, fine. At the end of all of this, even if it wasn't according to Evolto's Keikaku, it is now part of Evolto's Keikaku, because he has now reached level 3 of his form with Rabbit Evo form, and I'm just kind of like, fuck. That's all I can do for you. That's all I can offer you, because I'm like, the show is starting to get formulaic. I don't want to say that, because it's like, again, I am reminded of last year's Lord God. I'm like, we will firmly love him around here as Time Lord Dad. Time Lord Dad was doing this same shit for quite a while. Until that boy Emu got Muteki, and then he sat up here and over everybody. So it is what it was. So even though I'm saying it's formulaic, is that you knew this was going to happen. It was cool how it happened. But I'm going to say this. I am ready to get back to unpredictability in my Kamen Rider show. But the thing is that because we are what we are in this series, predictability is going to be this show's MO for the rest of it. It has no choice. And I'm not sitting up here saying that it has no choice or anything like that. I'm not saying that at all. What I am saying, and what's important to say, is the simple fact that we have to lead up to something. This ultimately has to magically go somewhere. So the heroes don't have to continue to fucking take massive fucking L's for quite a while until Sento gets this final form, and then it's going to be back to unpredictability, because we have to get to that. Squish your slipping, buddy. We have to ultimately get back to unpredictability, and that's not going to happen until Sento gets his final form, which is coming, which I would have to guess, given that he stuck a brick to his driver, so I'm guessing 2 episodes tops. 1 episode to deal with Sento's hair is now white, and another episode to then free him for then Sento to be, yo, this was all according to my Keikaku, you punk bitch, and then he gets a power up, because that's the only way this can end, and then he gets the unpredictability of what are we going to do with this until the show's over. So right now the show is in we need to push a toy mode, so we have to build up to these toys while we're pushing a toy, you see, because remember, this is a damn commercial. A dramatic, lovely commercial that we all as fans love to watch every single week, but still that thing. So, fair enough. That, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is episode 36 of Kamen Rider Build. I'd like to thank you guys for joining me. First time doing it live. This is what you wanted to, didn't you? This is what you wanted. You wanted to see my face while I talked about Kamen Rider. You want to know what? I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this on the back end. I miss when I made you motherfuckers use your damn imaginations. You imagine you were in church. You imagine you were in a lab. You imagine when you were in the kindergarten. Now you got to sit up here and look at this face. It is a beautiful, sexy face, but you have to stare at it. And also, my homeboy Alonzo, Pinkie Pie watching over me. You know, the legendary Squish Murder. So, Look, we're going to go ahead and get up out of here, because we're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, more show, because there's always more show. I'd like to thank all of you guys for joining me for another installment of Triple the Guy Speaks On. I'm like, this wasn't as bad as I thought. I'm like, but I'm going to ask y'all this, though, because now I'm finna sit up. Come on, Squish, hold on, homie. There we go. Because, see, I was slouching. Because, see, I had to slouch down. Banjo to you, got banjo. I sing that song live now. I just wanted to try it. Everybody took a nap, except for me. But I'm singing this song at the end of the video. Cause I like that song and I just want to sing it live just to get me some practice. Oh, the Yuga Banjo got faulted out of Evolt stats, but now you got to fight your homie. But your homie fought you, so it's kinda cool. But we gon' wait to see what happens. You know that the final form is coming. But I wanted to sing this song, so thank all of you for joining me for another episode of Triple Digger Speaks On. And we'll be right back after these messages.